Greetings, fellow explorers. Rodamon here. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Homeworld. Episode 23. Poking the Ogre in Remnant Systems. So, let's see. I think, oh, there's one other thing I should do. So, the Colossi here, I'm going to get rid of expanded cargo holds because I have 3 of them. And in lieu of that, I'm going to add sensors. So high-res sensors for increased vision. So this will be the... This is sensor Coles. Yeah, that's the name. Oops. Auto-fit. And now I can just quickly auto-fit the other 2. So, some high-resolution sensors to add our sensor strength. Just to help out us finding stuff. I do have enough for another story point for our colony, yeah. I don't know what I would do. I mean... There's nothing super, like, I would say if we're going high command eventually, story pointing our patrol HQ so that they send out another patrol is probably what would be worth it. But nothing is worth it right now, so I'm going to hold off on that. So our sensor range here is a little bit larger because we have a bonus for ships with high resolution sensors, and hopefully that like helps me find stuff better. Okay. My plan is to go and fill in a lot of the systems closest to core and just keep building up a map from there. Oh, that was rude. I was like, ooh, a slipstream. I can go there faster, and then it disappeared. So the current priority is search for long abandoned ships and save for solar array. Yeah, the stockpile's withdrawn from fleet. It was like, here, pay out the nose. Alright, it's a remnant system. And whenever we arrive in these places, the other thing I could consider is searching for ruins and the like, because you can actually find ships in ruins. It's not common, but it does happen. And the military base is, oh, here's a lieutenant that's probably going to get fired. The military base is finished. You are field mod? Yeah, I'm just getting rid of you. Alright, so the military base, what it does for a colony, is now that we got it, we are sending out bigger fleets, have a higher stability bonus, and it is yet another industry that gets rid of the LUD majority, as you can see up there. And I had intended, so if we improve it, it increases the number of heavy patrols by 1, which is pretty significant, which is why I would consider it. The thing is, I'm not sure I'm going to have a military base forever. It's possible that if I overcome the colony threats, we won't need it in the long run, because once I make peace with the other factions, there's not really a need for heavy patrols. But for now, I'm going to pay for the high command. And the reason is, of course, and I'm sure most of you already know this, but I'll mention it, it's the reduction of colony crisis. So now that we have the military base, we're only getting 70% of what we would gain. And with the high command, we'll go down to 50%, which slows down the crises, because I really don't have fleets that can handle the crises. So I really don't want to have to face the crisis frequently, because that would be a nightmare. Attack Lance, it's not bad. I'm getting a bunch of map pings. Oh, research station. Swell. Oh, another fullerene spool. I might want to keep both. Because if I build an orbital station, it can also have a fullerene spool. And then, of course, an alpha core. That's pretty awesome. And it's in shielded cargo, so it's not at risk of being detected by... police. Also, Faulkner leveled up again. Accelerated barrels looks good to me. Faster attack, lower flux. It's a good combination. Oh, crap. Oh, nice! I'm in the shadow of a planet. Neutron, eat me! Or bite me, more like. Well, this is fine. Zesty radiation? Yeah, you know, just hyper cancer. Fighting the remnants for XP? The amount of XP I would, like, functionally get off of them is, for a fleet of that size, I could send my second in command for it, but it's just not, I would say, worth the time. Micro fleets are kind of a waste, in my opinion. I mean, you could argue, like, oh, it's every little bit that counts, but I'd argue time is valuable. Okay, I think we're done with that system. We'll just keep moving on. And I really have no goal. Obviously, I would make more money if I had, like, survey missions. Oh, God, let's not go there. Well, not there. Not there. This is Remnant controlled. And if I can... Oh, hello. If I can drag them away from Robok, the planet, I might be able to survey Robok. Ooh, and there might be debris out here. Orb Hab. Yeah, I could fight them. 1, 2, 3. That's probably enough. It's a spicy system. I really shouldn't be here. I can always story point my way out of the fight. But what I'm hoping to do is to make some quick pay. Alright. You have a small shield radius, so guess what? You either have to face me with your shields or face them with your shields. Either way, you're screwed. Screwed it is. And another military bionic, a high quality one. Very nice. I have one of those already. I have them installed, in fact. And even more. Sweet. Our XO, Josic, leveled up. Reinforced grade looks pretty good. I'll do the... Nah. Versus countermeasures, sensor profile, every ship deployed contributes to ECM, all ships have slightly improved fire. I'll do that. Nice. Josic, good job. You leveled up. Oh, fudge! We didn't even get the salvaged from that. I'm low-key running for my life. Oh, organs on board? Not anymore. Farting out the organs. Maybe I can hide in the ring. Oh, what do we find? Remnant Nexus? Oh, God. Bad idea, bad idea, bad idea. I'm doing it anyway. Survey. Survey says... yeah. Yep. That was worth it. It's spicy, but, you know, it's salvage. All right, 1 ping. Obviously, pissed off every fleet in the system, so let's get out of here. But I got what was worth getting, and I got gone before I got. How's that for a sentence? Oops. Wrong button. You know, I wonder if the Avis Nebula is full of avarice. I should go there to see if there's, like, treasure next. Yeah, I'm already, like, 1/3 machine. That's true. What is my current lack of humanity? I'm 39% machine. Bionics. I'm a cyber freak. The other thing I want to find up in this neck of the woods is a gate, because I don't have any gates around here. As you can see, I've got gates to the west, but none really to the northeast. It's a real lack up that way. I haven't done a lot of missions in this direction, so my gate knowledge sucks. Bunch of blue giants here in Wonder. I had a YouTube comment mentioning, because I'm so the mods I'm using for reference, the how many down or up from the bottom? It's the, oh God, why am I blind? The Wide Horizons Basic, 3 up from the bottom or 2 up from the bottom. My point is, with that mod, I might end up with more shunts in my solar system than 2, because that's one of the things the mod does that I didn't realize. It's not to say that I'm gonna, like, abandon Darrett and, like, potentially colonize something else. At this point, I don't think it would be worth it. But we still might be able to find other shunts and sleepers, or another shunt. There's probably 3 more sleepers and, like, 2 more shunts out there that we don't yet know about. In other words. And oddly, it wasn't in the patch notes for the mod, so it was sort of buried. So I'll still check for shunts, but, like, I don't think I'm ever gonna take advantage of it, is I guess what I'm saying. Especially given that we're gonna install solar farming array for Darrett. That's pretty expensive to abandon. Oh, ruins! Okay. Am I planning a space station after making Darrett the orbital? No, I'll probably, at that point, once I can afford it, we're at about 55% growth. Likely, we're going to consider other industries as well. Also, we have a whole bunch of other stuff to install there, too. So, non-industries that we haven't done orbital station. If we want to get rid of the transplutonics so we can use soul nanites, we would need to install the, I think it's the element synthesizer to get rid of the transplutonics. That's relatively cheaper, but that would be worth it if we're going to use the soul nanites. The unification center also allows us to eventually make a a paradise planet, but that is going to be really at like colony max size. So there's other things we could potentially do. So I don't have an immediate plan. I have sort of a generalized idea. Our search paid off? Maybe. Yes. Autonomous mental bore. Now, we're not going to be able to use that either. Autonomous mental bore can't be used on habitable worlds. Of course, we have a habitable world, so that's not something to be used by us, but cool to find. It was the first one of its kind. In terms of colony items, let's go over it. Here's the list. So the autonomous mental is installed in mining. Non-gas giants are habitable. The pristine nanoforge causes pollution, lowering habitability. Cell nanites can't have trans-plutonic ore or volatiles on it, but it boosts farming. Biofactory embryo boosts light industry and also path or interest. The cryo-arithmetic engine is good on hot or extreme heat worlds, so also not something we're really going to take advantage of. The plasma dynamo is installed in mining for gas giants or early, well, whatever. And these are all vanilla, by the way. The catalytic core is for refining and path or interest for you know, transplutonics and metals. Fullerene spool for accessibility, but no extreme weather or tectonic, extreme tectonics. Synchrotron core is for fuel, but it requires no atmosphere. Copodrome replicators is whatever, but you get path or interest. One of the reasons why I've been trying to avoid extra path or interest is, like, we don't need path or interest really driving up our colony threat. So it's not that I'm necessarily scared of the pathers. I just don't need the extra threat. The hunter hyper shunt tap, which we can't use because there's no shunt near us. Dealmaker hollow suite is also path or interest. It's one of the reasons why they've been pushing us, but I do need the colony income, which is why I was like, you know what, I'm going to do it anyway because the colony income is just that important. The corrupted nanoforge, and then the orbital fusion lamp. So orbital fusion lamp is negating poor light darkness, and that's one thing that we could do for our own planet. The problem is if we did that, our volatile needs would go up and our colony's profits would plummet. So I'd rather, to counter the low light, the poor light that we have, do the farming arrays with the Terraforming Made Easy mod, because it doesn't have an upkeep like the orbital fusion lamp does, and the nanoforge is like the worst version of the pristine one. So there is the list, if you were wondering, of the vanilla colony items, and there's not a lot that we can really take advantage of. Of this list, ones that we're likely to use is maybe biofactory embryo if we do add light industry, and soil nanites if we remove trans-plutonic ore. That's about it. All the others, and then combat drone if we're getting our home planet invaded. But not a lot that we're likely to use for colony items. With that said, I'm not, I haven't made a decision to like sell the ones that I'm not likely to use, because it's not that we could never use them. It's one of those, like, I guess I'm a hoarder. This is danger medium. Alright, I'm gonna poke into it if I can find a not I immediately get murdered jump point. I'll try the gravity well out here. Bye, Gar. Thank you for the resub. You know what's interesting is I don't know. Oh, it's okay. It's Remnant. Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna just sneak right in. They were not paying any attention to me. Oh god, now they are. Ah! Disengage! Sorry, story point, but yeah, there's no winning that. I thought they were, like, not paying attention to me. Because it looked like they were... So some remnants just, like, idle. And they do nothing. They're, like, inactive. And that was not the remnants I just ran into. The remnants I ran into were very active, very angry. I thought they weren't, but I was wrong. So I shouldn't be here very long. I did want to check for ruins, though. Because remnant worlds tend to have good ruins. Not always, though. And yes, I did intend to dump all the metals. I just don't care. Oh, another corrupted nanoforge. That's some money. A lot of bionics. We've got Harmony Cog. I've got so many copies of this stuff. We would have to start fighting like really big fleet fights for me to start seeing bionics that I don't typically see. Because all of the common bionics I've definitely I've got multiple copies of. There's no reason for me to... Oh, God. Yep. Just dodgy. There's no real reason for me to stick around here. I've, like, kind of looted everything that there is to be looted, so let's bail. And that would be the 8th... Yeah, the 8th nanoforge. I see a lot of the corrupted ones, that's for sure. Eris and AB. Promising worlds. Whoa, you don't see that often. Survey for nothing. Server says nothing. I also gained a thunder wing by blueprint by going to that ship. That's odd. You usually don't get blueprints going up to a ship. There is something just north of the star. We'll have to check. How many planets would we need to make use of all the colony items? I don't know. Ooh, phase tender. Alright, well you can keep the organs. And a mud skipper. Do I want a Medusa? I mean, it's a fighter. It's just not a good fighter. So of all, or not a fighter, what are they called? The, well, a Medusa's, God, so frigates are the smallest. I'm so bad at the names here. Destroyer? Yeah, it's a destroyer. They're pretty good. I'll take it. I mean, it's free. There was not much else in the ruins, though. That's too bad. So of the destroyers, like... only a few of them are, like, really worth their weight. Obviously, I'm in a Sunder, so I'm in a destroyer myself. But most of the destroyers just kind of get destroyed in combat, because if there's any ships larger than them, they usually just get downed immediately. In my experience, they don't last very long. Oh, I'm still over capacity. Ditch all that. Okay, think we're done here. Okay, it's another warning world, medium. We'll try to find a spot to drop in. Apparently the star. Okay, I am not safe here. Run! There's a gate, but it's not one I'm likely to use very frequently because, of all the murder for being around here, They would kill me. I'm gonna try to lose my tails because I burn at 20, which is certainly faster than they can burn. And see about surveying some of the ruins. Four days left for the high command. Nice. I was wondering about that because I am pretty nervous about my colony threat. I was hoping that the tech mining and military base would negate the Luddic threat faster, so I wouldn't... Because for a lot of the... Oh, I'm flying the wrong way. For a lot of the colony threat stuff, there's some things that you can do as a player to intervene, but not a lot. So now we have the high command, which means our gain is 8 rather than 16, which is pretty good. And then if we ditch the Luddic majority, we'd be gaining 9 or like 5, 4 or 5. I'm not sure if it rounds, how it rounds. But that'd be a lot better. Okay. I do want to survey this. But I don't mind. Okay, so I'm trying to disengage. And they have a few drone ships following us, but nothing too serious because we're not engaging the Nexus. That was the important bit. So the support ships are fleeing, and then these drone ships I'll just like take out, and it should be okay. Famous last words, right? Oh, I really don't want to be in front. Oops. Sorry, Mule. Definitely blocking you. And now all they have is a Fulgent, which is no threat. Yeah, you wanted to harass me? You get harassed. Wish comes true. Here you go. Get zapped. Get fried, my dude. Oh, shoot. The support ships got intercepted by glimmers. I did not know that. I thought that the fleet, we were fighting the fleet. Had I known that, I would have gone back there and helped them out. Because obviously my support fleet doesn't have weapons, so they literally can't defend themselves. I never intended for them to fight, but I didn't know that they had glimmers in back. I thought there was just the 3 in front. It's not like a glimmer matters to the Sunder. Don't destroy my fuel ship, you jerk! Oh my god, this sucks. Well, at least the Colossuses are tough. I'll probably be able to intervene before they get popped. But poopies. Alright, they fled. Good. Yeah, you think you can harass me? Pick on someone your own size. It's funny to hear my PD go off on the Glimmer. No, don't touch that Colossus. Flame victory. Alright, ship recovery. I can recover both. I think the salvage ship may have picked up one demod, but like, scheme of things, not a big deal. Now, in destroying that fleet, all the other remnants in the system will know I'm here and will be pissed off, so I'm not to stick around very long. But, yeah, that worked. So there was a research station I would love to scan, but I'm gonna have to make myself scarce. Yeah, so you picked up degraded field drive, making you a little bit slower. I'll have to restore you once I get back to civilization. That shouldn't be too expensive of a restoration, I don't think. I'm getting rid of my sustain burn, so it lowers our sensor profile, so I can fly under the radar trying to get close to the research. And another commander with a whole lot more stuff. I think they're still picking me up, though. I just went dark. See if that makes any difference. Alright, new commander. You are Energy Weapon Master. Is that better than any other 5s? Target Analysis is fine. Energy Weapon Master's fine. Helmsmanship is fine. Maybe you're better than Grim Angel? Because, no, I mean, that's kind of nice. Whatever. I think what we can do at this point is dismiss them all unless they're like 7 plus. Also, it sort of seems like these Remnant ships know I'm here. Because they're between me and the research station. They like low-key, they know. I could destroy a single one of their ships, but like not all of them. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to this research station unless he pisses off. Oh, he's pissing off. Okay. Now the station itself has like a bunch of guardians around it. And they might activate when I get close. Don't mind me. How are you doing, fellow remnants? Ha ha ha! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Unfortunately, the risk versus reward was pretty poor. High risk, low reward. I mean, apogee, but I don't make ships. If I did, that'd be worth it. Nothing like flying in dark. Ooh, you know, actually... You want to fight me, I'll fight you. You are a sub-ordo. I'm going to try to evade you, though. What I wanted to do is just buzz by the last 2 planets, see if they have ruins, and if they don't, scoot. Gremlin, Wayfarer, don't care about that. These have ruins, but they're guarded. Miss me. Oh, I'm not. Nope. Ah, yes! Oh, the outer edge of your interdiction balls. Eat fumes. Bye. Playing Remnant Chicken is like a terrible idea. I will openly admit. Oh god, and now they're all okay. Alright. Just gonna have that pirate's like, oh crap, crap, crap! He's like, 2 targets, 2 targets! Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. What I can do is jump out and then drop into the gravity well of the planet I wanted to survey that has the mining station. Because they won't track me as well like that. So, let's see. If we take a look, the gravity well is this one. So just jump into the gravity well and, like, yoink it. Yeah. Yoinked! Boo. Well, no, I take it back. That's a lot of transplutonics. That's a lot of transplutonics. Is there even more transplues here? Nope. Alright, we're pretty low on regular supplies, and because I'm not running the salvage officer, I will need to go to core to solve that. There's no ruins here, so let's go through the gate, go to core, re-up our fuel, and then maybe do something else. So if you would like for me to change it up, do something else, feel free. One second. Okay. Because, yeah, we're low on supplies. Oop, transponder on. We're low on supplies. We're full of junk. We need more fuel. We need more stuff. Stuff. That was a pretty good run. Full of the money. And then the gamma cores I can also ransom or bounty or whatever you want to call it. Just making sure all these blueprints are known before selling. 200k. Not bad. Not bad. That's not all of it. There will be more. Comms for you. Boom. Another 140k. Getting close to that 4 mil mark. Not quite there yet. It might be wise. Oh, you know what? I don't need that many vols either. It might be wise for me to try to pick up paid survey missions if I want to continue doing this. Though... And then I'm also going to drop off the transphotonic ore back at Darad. As well as the ship I grabbed. The Medusa. But that's up to you. What I do next, that is. I was hoping to get that 4 mil mark for the terraforming, but that seems elusive in the last half hour. Damn it, I never know the frickin' gravity well. I always get it wrong. So there's a bunch of sacred Luds patrolling here. Man, there's a lot of annoying crap in my system. It's getting busy. Oops. I don't want the organs. Whatever. I'll put them in a resource stocks. They're the just-in-case organs that nobody asked for. Military bounties. Oh, well, that works. That's, other targets. More challenging target. Yeah. I see what you guys want me to do, which is to take paid bounties. So, time for me to be a bounty hunter. Bounty hunter and save for solar array. So for bounty hunting, I'm not sure that I really need to do very much in terms of fleet composition, but what we'll do is bring enough ships for all of my captains to have something. Because I think that's wise. But I'm not going to do a bunch of expensive ships necessarily. So maybe just enforcers. Just to keep the cost down. That's my thinking. And it should be enough to like wipe out any low bounty, but not hurt our bank account too hard. That's the middle ground I'm aiming for. Okay. Cool. There are some hella demods on these enforcers, though. They're probably going to receive the, like, random demod wiping. More than likely. And don't forget to restore the gantry. It only costs 28k. At this point, I'm also going to refit the Colossi. So let's remove the high-res sensors and put back the cargo. and then call it like just cargo Colossus or something. I don't know. So auto fit. Cargo. Because we're not trying to use sensors anymore. I could also S-mod the support fleet. Yeah, let's see about that. Nope. Wow, what happened to your experience? Oh, well, you can. Okay, so I'll do militarized subsystems for... Actually, I'll build in the advanced cargo. And then for my salvage, or my gantry rather. Ooh. I am not sure. I guess just build in the efficiency overhaul and make it cheaper to run. Do both. Why not? So with both of those built in, maybe give you sensors, high-res sensors, and cargo. Nice. It's like a weird scantry. I don't know what's going on with that. All right, and then glitches. We can do both. That works. Build both in. And then with your remaining points, give you efficiency overhaul and cargo. That works. So our support fleet, I don't know why these two like lost their XP. Maybe they're in combat and they had to flee and they lost XP. I think that's likely what happened, but they're all set. Prepare. Save. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Homeworld, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rodamont.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rodamont.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in the next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, all my fellow pilots.